All right, guys, good afternoon. We are going to do some data logs in the red truck and get some sound clips for you guys. We have a tuning laptop here. Well, the data log laptop. Cameraman's coming with here so we can get some good clips of the exhaust, and we're going to see what this truck can do. All right, guys, we're going to start it up here. First, we're going to get a data log of the truck, wide open throttle, and so that Adam can see what it's doing, and then he may or may not make any adjustments to it. And if he does, which he probably will, we'll do a launch as well for you guys, because I'm really curious to see how this thing launches, because I haven't done a launch in a while. It's about time. All right, you should see stuff going. Okay, all right, guys, so we just started the data log. We're gonna do about a 40 roll. There we go. Okay, go ahead and end the data log. We're gonna end the data log and then we'll pull over up here and then send it off to Adam so he can look at it. We'll see what, I'm curious what boost was. I'm curious what wastegate was. Curious what spark advance was, because all those things can kind of change based on the different, because we have different turbos. We got the stage 5s now, and then we also have the SPD downpipes and the whole exhaust. So I'm really curious to see if any of that stuff made a difference in our data log. Send it. That thing is fast, that's for sure. It is fast. Alright guys, let's see what it did for 0 to 60. I'm gonna take a look at the, okay, it did a 4.69. So it had some hiccups. I could feel it. On the shifts, it was really struggling. I don't know what was going on there. But it launched good, but yeah, I was struggling. So we're gonna send the log off to Adam and he will see what we need to do, or see what he needs to do to change anything. And also, it sounds absolutely awesome. I love the sound of this thing. That exhaust from SPD Performance, 100%, you gotta get it. If you guys don't have one, and you have a truck that can take it, you better go get one right now.
How much did you pay for your exhaust?
Well, here's the thing. We don't need to talk about that. But for you guys, the exhaust is going to cost, if you get the whole thing for your 2021 plus F150, it's going to cost approximately $4,000. It's a very expensive exhaust. As you guys saw from the previous video before this, was $4,000. That's how much that exhaust is. It's very expensive. But it's so worth it because the sound is like none other, and it sounds kind of like a GTR, Nissan GTR. So it's definitely worth getting. One thing that is for certain is those stage 5 turbos from CR Performance paired with the SPD Alpha downpipes, they spool up really fast. If you guys are wanting some upgrades for your F150 Ecoboost, definitely go hit those companies up because they are like the top in the industry. Alright guys, so we just moved into sport mode on the ZFG tune. Sport mode has a really aggressive shifting schedule, and I'm doing some data logging on it too, on the old computer over there. And I want to see, well, Adam wants to see a video so he can hear the shifting, and I want to see what it's going to do also. So here we go. fast. And I was Sounded really good too. Shifts are nice and crisp. And I'm gonna flip it out of sport mode now. All right guys, so you see this data log here. You see the high points. Let me actually zoom in just a little bit. You guys can see right here's when I started getting into it, and then right up there is the peak of the RPMs. You can see we reached 6,047 RPMs there. It probably went a little bit higher than that. But if we look over here and we look for manifold absolute pressure, we see 34.4 psi. So right at the peak RPM, we were making about 34 psi. But before you guys think, whoa, that is a ton of boost, that is, you have to subtract out your atmospheric pressure. And the atmospheric pressure where I live is about 11.3 or 11.4. So that was about 22.5 psi. If we look here, we can see turbo airflow. And you can see we were running right up top up there. We were running about 65 pound per minute, it looks like. Yeah, almost 66 pound per minute right there. And then on the second peak where we shifted, after we shifted, we made like 60, there you go, 66, focus. There we see 66.6 pound per minute. All right, so we just flashed a new tune from ZFG Racing, and Adam said that it was gonna add a little bit of extra horsepower. And he wants me to log it in normal mode, in sport mode, and in deep snow and sand mode, which is drag mode on this truck. That's how he has it set up. First, we're going in sport mode. That's what we're gonna start in. All right, now we're gonna do a normal mode pull. Here we go. The truck is oversensitive to knock, and if it senses a little bit, it's gonna pull all timing and pull power, and it pulls all boost and opens the wastegates wide open. It's a bunch of foolishness. So you just stop the truck, turn it off, and then turn it back on, and you're back to normal. So Adam, he's got the whole data log to look at. So I'll just send him that data log. I'm not gonna do another pull in sand mode since it did that. In normal mode, I'll just give him those data logs. He can look at it. All right, guys, so we're going to check that log after we did those two pulls. So let me zoom out. Here's the first pull in sport mode. There we go. We got 71.4 almost pound per minute. So I want to see what boost was when we were at that. So we were at manifold absolute pressure 35.1. So take 11.3 psi off of that. So that's about 23 point something psi. Before I end off this video, you guys know I live in Colorado where it's on some dirt roads where it's kind of dusty. So this filter, as you can see, it gets kind of dirty. And I know there's a way to clean this, but it's really hard to get it back as clean as it comes right from S&B filters. So I went ahead and ordered a new one, and I'll just save this one, and I might try and clean it. I might not. They're not that expensive. They're about 72 bucks or something like that. And you only need one every so often. So I decided to just go ahead and get a whole brand new one. Look at this beast of a filter right here. This thing is amazing. Yeah, that bad boy's dirty. You guys can see the difference there. Nice and clean and beautiful. Out with the old, in with the new. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. There's going to be a dyno video coming very soon, so stay tuned to the channel for that. But this is just a video of showing some data logging and some pulls and 0 to 60 and some sound clips of the exhaust. Hope you guys enjoyed it. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Oh, we're just sitting here on the couch. And what is that? It just fell out of the ceiling. It's just looks like part of the light bulb just fell out of the light. What in tarnation?